So folks, it's 1-to-1, 1-to-1 in sets. And all of this, we are in the first round of our second tournament, again in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. And the first tournament went so well. We made it all the way to the semi-finals, so we already thought the world was ours. And now just imagine the shame if after the high of the first tournament we were to fail in the first round of the second tournament. Us against an opponent who, admittedly, is 300 points ahead of us in the world rankings, namely the Czech Ivana Sebeltsova. Our Steffi Becker is, as you know, ranked 996th in the world rankings. We had moved up 3 places at least. The opponent is stressed, we are very motivated, but we narrowly lost in the tiebreak after a tough fight. We had won the first set easily. We go in, check how we proceed, continue. I would keep the tactics as they are. We should take another look at the statistical values to see how things look overall, over the whole match or over the second set. Set number 2. And there the opponent made 13 forehand winners, 9 with the backhand. We targeted her backhand more often than before. And that's why she simply made more good backhand shots now. That means it didn't really help. I would say, but she might have been even stronger otherwise. That's possible too. 13 forehand winners, 4 backhand winners. Forced errors. Take a look. Unforced error on the backhand. We're doing everything right. She made 12 unforced errors, that is, careless mistakes on the backhand. That's cool. That was really cool. That means we'll keep playing to her backhand. I'm excited. In the mix, either catch her off guard or play to her backhand, depending on what's available at the moment. The other question is whether the strong stop spin we played was such a smart move. We have a slight advantage with topspin. Does any one of you still remember if we already used the strong topspin in the first set, the one we won so easily? Did we already use the topspin in the first set, or did we add it in the second? Who knows? Who can remember that? Well, I think we already had that in the first set, so I would keep it in since the first set went really well. Does anyone still remember that? Andre says he was on it from the very beginning. Austria nods. All right. These are our current statistics. Even in the last tournament, Rainer says topspin sometimes yes, sometimes no. Then with that, we take focus off and go back to relaxation. High values in motivation. It goes through self-confidence, negative emotions. I would fight the anger by calming them down, by adjusting emotions. That's where our biggest problem is, I think. We try to calm her since anger causes her to make more mistakes. We'll return the intensity to medium. All right? The beginnings of the error response from Erots were the mistakes of the opponent. We're on the left, the opponent is on the right. And we had a total of 10 errors while the opponent had 15. For us, it was evenly split between both hands. And for the opponent, 12 on the backhand. That's how I understand it. That's always matched up so far in how things went, all right? Then let's keep going like this. Are we sticking with return and attack? Yes, we're taking a risk. That means we actually will just leave it at that. We have no advantages or disadvantages there, which seemed reasonable to us. And it continues. Third set, final set, Steffi to serve, 15 love, an ace for Steffi. I'll speed it up. 30-15 Steffi, 30-30. Steffi had a game point. Very evenly contested. The serve. Very good second serve.
Game.
Yes, also went to the backhand and forced an error off the backhand. Yes, and with the forehand she's making our Steffi run, not so much with the backhand. We're doing everything right. I'm speeding up. 15-30 for Ivana, 30-30. A game point for Ivana. On her own serve. Fault?
Second serve.
The chat says we're going for motivation. I don't think so. Let me check quickly to see if I made a mistake. Yes, we should go with emotions. Thanks for the chat tip. Thank you. I made a mistake. Who corrected me? Raina Vanzin, please drop some flowers in chat for Raina, who was attentive and thoughtful. Thanks, Raina. Please drop some flowers in chat for our Raina as a thank you. Deuce. So 40-40. Very good shot from us, and we could break serve early in the decisive decision request. Double fault on the opponent's side. She's just stressed. Look behind me. The opponent is still stressed.
How?
Let's speed things up a bit. 40 love for Steffi. She handles that easily.
Second service. Game. 3 games too low.
We're about to do something unexpected for the opponent. We're going to raise the intensity a notch early in the deciding set. Because we can afford it in terms of stamina, we're checking the settings. We're just annoyed now. Being annoyed isn't good. We keep working in an emotional state. And I'll speed things up. Let's watch how Ivana's serve goes. 30-15 for Ivana. 2 game points for Ivana. It hasn't done anything for us yet. That's it. That's it. We go back to normal intensity in our own game because we've managed that quite well so far. I'm speeding things up.
15 love.
30 love for Steffi. 30-15 a point. A game point for Steffi on her own serve.
Second service. Fault.
Double fault. Let's turn up the intensity.
Advantage.
We keep the intensity up.
Fault. Second serve.
With us. Great, Steffi. A dream. She really hammered that. And we keep the intensity high in Ivana's game. We want the break. We're up 4-1. We don't even need a break. We can play this out more solidly here. But let's give it a try. 30 love. No.
30-15.
Yes. Very stressed opponent, guys. Maybe we can get the break. Another break.
Good Steffi.
Yes, the Steffi. 30-30-ish. Best regards to our friend up north.
Out. 30-40.
Yes. A break point for us, Steffi. She can push it to 5-1 if she manages this now.
Game. 5 games to 1.
Steffi, you're a cool cat. 5-1 for us, Steffi. Let's keep the intensity high. I want it to work out now, too. 15 love, Steffi.
15 love.
15 all. Deuce.
4. Second service. 15-30.
And we're going, at the moment, we're going with the emotions. Relaxation. We're super stressed. We're going for relaxation. But we're still staying at a high intensity. I would even take the intensity up a notch. We can afford it. We're in such good shape. Slightly better stamina than the opponent. That's the orange bar. You can see it behind me, and the opponent is stressed. We are very motivated. Yes, an ace in that situation. Something happened to us.
Out. 40-30.
Match point. Match point for Steffi Bully Becker. Second serve, very good.
Out deuce.
Aha, tied again. Deuce.
Fold. Second service.
Very good second serve. Steffi at the net, taking a big risk. Yes. Brilliant shot. A second match point.
Second. Stage to one.
Steffi! 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 Super cool. 14 forced errors by the opponent. We did everything right, guys. Super cool. Chat is celebrating too. Very, very nice. We also have to... Now, I think we'll get some more detailed statistics. Made it to the round of 16. So I would also say that we should expect that from ourselves, that we at least make it through one round, that we're so far behind in the world rankings, because how else are you supposed to define success? There are no participation certificates. This isn't school sports day. We need a Steffi emote. Good suggestion from Herzog von Lothringen. I'll try it tomorrow. I'll ask Marcel if he can make one for me. Okay. These are the statistics. How many... Yeah, that doesn't really tell me much. It's all just, okay. These are the results. Like 6-1 in the third set. We really did a good job with that. Really good. And look, take a look up here at what our morale is like. Look at Steffi's morale. She has stars in her eyes. It doesn't get any better than this. Steffi's morale is at... I don't even know if there are any cooler emotes than this one. Steffi is just totally loving it here. By the way, this could also be a good emote for our Twitch chat. This symbol here, I'll just copy it for myself. So, the tournament is underway. The next match day is starting. We're in good shape. That's the value 81. Our stamina is the value in the middle. That's good too. Or is that the form? I think 81 is the stamina, and that's the form. Form is excellent. We have bonuses everywhere. Bonuses everywhere in the different player stats here. Those are the two green double arrows where my mouse is hovering. Attack, net play, serve, defense, counter, body. Everywhere we're playing a bit better than we actually are. And you see once again why I try to avoid counterplay. That's our weakness. Next match day. And now we're in the round of the last 16. So in the round of 16, that just now was the round of 32. Now this is the round of 16. Our opponent, Ayumiko Shizoshi, advanced to this round with a bye. She had such a good seed. On the seeding list, she seemed so good that she made it straight through. She had no opponent. She was placed into the rounds, because the tournament wasn't filled up. She was seeded in a way that she got here with a bye. Of course, that's an advantage in terms of stamina. On the other hand, it's an advantage. We're in great shape. 605 in the world ranking. That means 400 points ahead of us. The pressure isn't on us. $18 degrees, a bit cooler again. Solid baseline player, our nightmare. We have to, you know what that means. We have to prevent her from playing on the baseline. But she's not an offensive baseline player. She's just an average one. We control our tactics, really lean into the serve. Attack and return. We don't want to have a baseline player. We're going to take more risks. We want to hunt her down. Yes. We're taking risks. We'll leave it as it was. And we don't play to the backhand because we don't know if she's good or bad. We play with topspin. If someone plays differently quickly, and we've put skill points into topspin, catch them wrong-footed and quickly go to the net. When it comes to attitude and mentality, we're pretty good everywhere. If anything, I would push us a bit more in terms of self-confidence. Because that's the only area where we're a little shaky. Alright, when it comes to intensity and what we invest in freshness, we'll go with a medium setting. I'll just leave it at that for now. We'll watch the first game to see how the match unfolds.
Ayumi out, 15 love.
She got the first point, but she also has the serve. That's what you expect from her. From someone who is 400 points ahead of us in the world rankings and has the serve, you expect her to hold her serve. And look, right behind me, she has much better stamina than I do, as I already said. She has a full stamina bar. We must conserve energy and pace ourselves while they can go all out whenever they want.
30-15.
There's the mistake.
Fault, second serve. 40-15.
At our next training, let's focus even more on Steffi's stamina, even though she's already strong.
Fault, second service.
Andre asks if Steffi has always been listed as a strong server. Yes, that's the mode we specifically and consciously unlocked, where we spent our skill points accordingly.
Yes, out, 15 love.
Own serve, Steffi. I'll let it run a bit faster. 40-15, Steffi. 2 game points on her own serve. Bei eigenem Aufschlag. An ace, Steffi. I keep saying it, Steffi is really cool. Really? Even now we're accelerating again. The Japanese woman must get through. Steffi. 30-30-40, Steffi has a break point, guys, against the Japanese woman. Second
serve.
An early break point. The very first one in the match that either of them has had.
Game.
Yes, she broke serve. Hey, Steffi, hey.
15 love.
Let's take a quick look at where she stands. Her awareness of nutrition is okay now, that's all. Here we've slacked off a bit. Let's push. They're both about at the same level. Let's push her relaxation. No, let's keep building her self-confidence for now. We shouldn't keep changing things.
Fault, second service.
On her own serve, should she actually hold it?
Out, 15-0.
I'll fast forward time. 30-15, 40-15 Steffi, and she has 2 game points on her own serve. She can win the point. She has 2 chances. Only hits the net cord. 1 game point remains. Yes, a really, really cool opponent. Played a drop shot and then played on the drop shot again. Not just forward, but to the wrong side. No chance for the opponent. We already have a break. We already had a break once. We don't necessarily need a second one. Love.
15.
I'll speed up again. With a break, you can finish the set if you hold your serves. 30-30. Ayumi has game point on her own serve. That's all right. Okay.
Fault, second service.
In the chat, Andre asks if you can also train these different mentalities. In training, from my understanding, no, if I saw that correctly. They're just situation dependent. The opponent has already lost quite a bit of stamina.
Game. 3-2.
That was obvious. Take a look behind me. I'll fade myself out for a moment. The opponent's stamina bar went down significantly, much more than ours. She has to play with much more physical effort than we do. She's putting in a lot more.
Love 15.
All right, I'll speed up again.
Fault. Second serve.
15 love, 15-30, 40-30, a game point for us. An ace? No, almost.
Game.
There it was, 4-2. We'll just keep playing calmly.
Fault.
Steffi is worried. Brace yourself. That's why we keep focusing on her. We focus on helping her relax again. We have high levels in motivation, emotion, and self-confidence. Now we're increasing relaxation.
Love 15. Fault. Second serve.
15 love, I'm accelerating. 30-15 Steffi, 30-40 Ayumi. On her serve, she has game point.
Game. 4-3.
That was clear. But now we just have to hold our serve and then hold our serve again. And then we would have the set. I'll speed up. Love 30, 15-30. Unfortunately, 2 breakpoints. Let's raise the intensity. I don't want to face a breakpoint.
Second serve.
This kind of game isn't our strength. The opponent is setting us up. Now she's moving forward. And fails at the net. We're taking the intensity up another notch. We just have to save 1 break point. Very good serve. Really bad return. We're pushing them farther out wide. Excellent drop shot. Cross-court shot. Yes, Steffi has caught up.
Here we go.
Fault. Second service. Stop.
That was in. That wasn't good.
Fault.
First serve clearly out. Good second serve. She has to make it. Break point for Ivana. Ayumi.
Deuce.
With the backhand, with a cross-court backhand, Steffi moves forward.
Fault.
Second serve. Steffi's breathing hard at 154. Let's take the intensity down a notch.
Fault. Second serve.
She has the advantage. Play.
Go.
Steffi did it. And now she just has to calmly get through this. The set.
15 long.
53. She can lose that. It's not a big deal. We're saving our strength. We want to focus on our own serve. We want to hold it. It's only about our own serve. Long as a baseline duel. He missed. We're speeding up. 15-30. 15-42 game points. For Ayumi Koshizoshi, the Japanese player. Yes, that was when Steffi just hit it down the middle, soft, with no pressure on it. And now she has to make it. We're turning the intensity up.
Skin 15 low.
That's the decisive point. I'm turning the intensity up even more. I want her to win the set.
How?
Yes, 30, love. Steffi needs one more point and then she'll have match points. Then she'll have set points.
Service.
Dann hat sie Satzbälle. Excellent second serve. Hit so hard that the opponent missed it. 3 set points, Steffi.
3. Double fault.
Intensity a notch lower. Double fault.
Second serve.
He messed up.
Game and first set.
Very nice. Great. Took the set. Took the first set. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. Greetings to Soccer Goofy. Goofy has a question about the game, a question for you. Do you play My Player mode like we do, or Academy mode, where you manage several male and female players? Alright, now let's dive into the numbers and see how things look here. Alright? Take a look. The opponent we have a lot more unforced errors. That's not a good sign. We have 14. That means we've played a risky style. And when the opponent made mistakes, it was on both the forehand and the backhand. That means there's no difference here. Of course, the opponent won the long rallies because she's a baseline player, and we tended to lose those. And the shorter the rallies were, the more likely we were to win. You could have guessed that. The opponent's serve speed, look here, is clearly below ours. Even our second serve was hit at 177 km/h, much, much stronger than the opponent's first serve at 163 km/h. That's exactly how we set it up. We practiced serves. We didn't just practice serves, we put points into that too, and that's our style of play. Okay, so I would say we just let it keep going as it is. Let's move to the next set, okay?
Second set.
Intensity back to normal, of course.
Second service.
Set it to relaxed.
Low.
I'm speeding things up. Ayumi is serving. She's clearly ahead by 3 points. She should win as well.
4. Second serve. Game. First game.
Yes, she got the first point very smoothly. No resistance, just like with Steffi. 4th.
Second serve.
Steffi moves to the net, is threatened with a lob, and is easily lobbed. That was a bit naive. Okay, we did say go to the net, but then you have to play with more power at the net, with more force. And don't allow your opponent such an easy lob.
4. Second serve. A bit naive.
That, on the other hand, was really good. She really pushed her opponent back. Excellent first serve.
Excellent.
The opponent couldn't reach that excellent one. We're ahead 40-15. So we win the first service game almost as easily as our opponent, Iris. I speed up again. The opponent is back in it now. The score is 1-all. Love 15, love 30, love 40. Another easy win for Ayumi. She still makes mistakes. She can lose points on her own serve.
Fault. Second serve. Fault.
Excellent return. Well played. That could be a break, guys. A break feels like it's coming. When will Steffi go to the net? When will she start taking risks? 40. That's 40-40. Steffi has dominated from the baseline. Incredible. They don't even recognize themselves there.
Advantage.
But that one missed. Advantage Ayumi. Ayumi has game point.
Second service.
Weak second serve. Excellent backhand shot. Ayumi is stepping up. She wants to make us run. Unfortunately, the ball was right down the middle. Wow, was that in? Brilliant ball from Steffi. A high-risk shot.
Second serve.
Weak second.
Advantage.
That forehand gave Steffi no chance.
Second service.
Game point for Ayumi. We have a problem.
Game.
Yeah, way too early in the game. Is the pulse too high? We're going with the intensity even though that's super risky. Well, second serve.
No.
We'll play normally for now. If we were ahead, I would drop the intensity to 1. Our heart rate is too high. These intense duels are really not a brilliant move by Steffi. Right on the edge. That was 300. Let's gather a bit of power and go down to intensity 1. I want to
Get out of the red zone.
get out of the red zone with my heart rate. I want to have reserves so that we can step it up in crucial situations. Our heart rate is at 164. 165, that's not good.
Out.
That's when we're more likely to miss shots. On the other hand, the longer these rallies go, the higher our heart rate gets. Steffi. 22. Guys, let me ask you something. I'm torn. But with this intensity, I'm supposed to do something. Well, I feel like right now we have a problem because we've exhausted ourselves so much. The opponent is even more exhausted now and has completely lost her stamina, as you can see behind me. At the beginning of the match, she had a full stamina bar and she really overexerted herself. And our bar was about here, where I'm pointing with the mouse, and we only lost a little. That means we actually played in a way that conserved our energy, but the problem now is that our heart rate is clearly too high, and that's causing us to make careless mistakes. Chat suggests maybe trying to relax. We're already relaxing. We're already doing that. The whole time. I'm not sure if that helps either. I'm just thinking out loud. Well, what kind of alternatives? An alternative. We'll just hand the games to the opponent. Right now, we're not even trying to get a break, but if we're lucky, we'll pull it off. But otherwise, when Yumi is serving, we lower the intensity a bit. And we try to play our own games at a medium intensity. We go one level down. And we keep going, and we keep going. And that's both of them. 3 games for Yumi. Our heart rate is really high.
Service. Game. 3 games.
2, 3. We're going back to normal intensity. We have no other choice.
Service.
By the way, at every changeover, our heart rate briefly drops.
Love 15.
We're speeding up. God. 1540, 2 breakpoints for Yumi against us. Right now, physically, we can't do anything about it. That was the break. The opponent broke us. We need a break. We can't lower our intensity anymore. That's just not possible. Mira makes a really drastic suggestion. Give away the whole set and now really lower the intensity and focus completely on the third set. Yeah.
Love.
That would, of course, be a very defeatist tactic. You could do that, but it could also completely affect her motivation and emotions. Then she gets really stressed when she appears to be having such bad luck. Because we don't allow her to play with pace. 5:52 for Yumi.
4. Second service.
If Yumi pulls this off, she has won the set. Soon she can get the set points.
4. Second service.
Top man. I read it, thank you. He's a treasure. 3 set points in a row for Yumi.
Game and second games and finals.
We're definitely learning the hard way. I'm curious about the stats. Now I'm really curious about the statistics. Shutt isn't watching the match with us. He's watching the second set and what happened there. We have a lot of forced errors. 10? Most of them on our forehand. The opponent has almost no errors. I think the opponent just played at her usual level. She's 400 points ahead of us in the world rankings. What do you expect in that case? I wouldn't even say that. I don't see any weakness in her. She has 6 forehand winners, 2 backhand winners. We could start playing to her backhand. But she hardly makes any mistakes there either. We could try to play to her backhand, or what we could do with the tactics. That we take even more risks. Because we shorten the match by taking more risks. That we go for it here on the return. Even more risks. Stand closer to the court. Return deeper. Aim more for the corners. Because with this baseline game, you're beating us. That we invest more there. And here when attacking... Finish the point quickly. We have no stamina. Do you want to try? Do you... Try more powerful winning shots. Close to the lines on your opponent's side. But that applies to both, not just to... I think these are net attacks. You're closer to the net there. We can do that. Down here, it's about playing more aggressively from the baseline. That's not really our thing. I'd rather say we try to play at the net. To rally there, okay? We go to the net. Wrong foot. Strong topspin. Is heavy topspin smart? We're on it. We've trained for it. We have a few advantages there. Topspin makes the game fast. Yes. With topspins, we make sure of that too. The opponent may be pushed into the corners. I'd leave it at that. I would do it like that. Let's try it like that. We were talking about my settings. She is stressed. We're going all in on relaxation. And anger too. God, we have to work on everything. Let's keep focusing on relaxation. Doesn't look good.
Third set. Final set.
Let's just let the time run. $15 love for Ayumi. Love 40. On her own serve, hasn't lost a single point yet. Ayumi, 3 game points.
Game.
Ayumi is a pusher. High motivation is all that's left.
Love, 15.
I'm speeding up. Ayumi is really on the offensive, 30-30, 30-40. A break point for Ayumi. Immediately a break point.
Game.
Ayumi is really good at the baseline. We have to take risks, or we won't stand a chance against her.
150.
I'm speeding up, 30-30, 40. Ayumi is serving. A game point.
Game. 3 games to go.
Ayumi has won 3 games. If we don't win a game now, we can almost forget about the set. I'm speeding up. God, they don't stand a chance. We need to work on our tactics and our attitude again. I don't know what we could do differently. We have to take risks, because if they play long rallies as baseline players, they'll wear us out. Basically, we're doing it right. We're just taking risks. Risk means it can always go wrong. Yeah, for example, that's really good. Steffi goes to the net and plays a cross-court volley.
Thank you very much for your attention. Yes.
That's a passing shot. Elder writes in the chat, too risky, we're giving away points. Andrea writes, too many mistakes from Steffi. Like I said, we're up against a much, much better player who, by profile, is a baseline player. In the second set, which we lost by a wide margin, we had long rallies and didn't stand a chance. We have to avoid long rallies. If we don't take risks, we have no chance at all. That's...
Done. Loud.
Andreas nods. Okay, thank you. 4.
Second serve. 4, 3, 2.
Now she's just in a good mood. Let's take another look at our setup. Of course, we're stressed. We're motivated but extremely stressed, and it keeps going down. We're working on relaxing, and those are our calls from the coaching bench. And I could consider, because otherwise the match will be over, that we turn up the intensity. Of course, that's tough with a pulse of 161. From 162, 163, the pulse turns blood red. I'm asking you, do we continue playing with normal intensity and are happy that we can handle it, or do we push ourselves mercilessly in the third set? What would you say? I'll keep playing normally for now. We have 3.
They have...
The other has 3 game points. They are 50 ahead, so if we don't go up here now, we've already lost.
Love, 15. They have 3. She has 3 game points. They have game points.
That was very good. 30-30. Steffi has to at least. She hasn't scored a single point yet. Steffi is firing up the crowd. Steffi, we're calling back. Excellent drop shot by Steffi. Steffi has a game point. She can win her first point in this set.
Fault. Second serve. Game.
Steffi can still score. At least gets a crazy consolation point in the third set against the big favorite. One of the tournament favorites.
15 love. Fourth set. Fourth set. Oh. Fourth set. Set fourth.
Fourth set, fourth. We actually saw a failed drop shot from Steffi, but her opponent missed it because net play isn't her thing. Will Steffi manage a little miracle and at least get a break? Steffi has a break point. Guys, our Steffi bully Becker has a break point. Pulse at 170.
Game.
Steffi breaks. Now she has to hold her own serve and we keep up the intensity. We keep up the high intensity.
Forward second.
It's 5-2 for Azumi. If we don't hold this game, we've lost the whole match. We just have to win this now.
15-30.
Too short drop shot, but it worked. She's not good at the net. 30-30-30-ish. Another drop shot. Steffi, you can get the little ones with drop shots because as a baseline player, she usually plays far back. Steffi has a pivot foot. Steffi pivot foot. Steffi caught up. 35 Steffi, and now both sides are under pressure. Steffi's pulse at 173. She's about to collapse.
15-11.
What a pity. She did the right thing. She had to play a drop shot. That's how she gets her with drop shots. What a pity. Suddenly the opponent can play well at the net, and then she still hits it. She's not a net player. Azumi Ayumi is not a net player. 15-15. Sin. And her heart is pounding in her throat, but we keep playing. Pulse at 178. She's about to collapse. Fault.
Second serve. Fault. 15-40. How? 40.
Steffi has a break point. Deuce. Fault.
Second serve. Deuce.
Deuce. Steffi has to win. We can't lower the intensity. That was the first serve. No, that was an ace. Match point. Match point for Japan. That one was too strong for us. We got everything out of her. Heart rates through the roof. Steffi packs her things. That was all there was to it, guys. I mean, it was really solid. From both sides, I think we played really well too. We even won the first set. They are 400 world ranking points ahead of us. At least we made it to the second round. And that means we have a third tournament next week. On the same surface, indoors, where we're good. After that, we'll continue with training. We were eliminated early, but we still have some training days left. Welcome, XP. This is the statistics from just now, from a moment ago. We were narrowly eliminated in 3 sets. We don't have to be ashamed. We made it to the round of 16, guys. Skyrunner, hey Hoshi, Hoshi writes, I feel like I'm cheering along as if it's a real sporting event. Hoshi, it is a real sporting event. And Skyrunner misses the handshake at the net, I can understand that. And that's the next tournament. We're being asked again if we want to confirm it, and the question is, how are we getting there? That's from Egypt to France, 3,290 kilometers, and we have 11,000 coins. We can afford a flight in business class. Would I do that? And once we're there, we don't go for the luxury suite or the luxury suite, but the official tournament hotel. That's 100 euros a day, otherwise it would be 50. The prices are higher than in Egypt. That means back there, I think it was 30 and 60. That means the game also seems to accurately reflect the different values of money in the countries. Where are we? Do we have an 84 form rating? She's still in a great mood and still in great form. Now we have another training session. And because we were eliminated earlier, we have 2 training sessions. Otherwise, we would have had fewer or nothing at all. And we're training. So the stamina is at 77. It's dropped slightly. We have a tournament. The form bonus is a bit weaker, but indoors it's still very good. We have high stats everywhere. I would say let's focus on physical. Let's work on stamina. And once on, we don't need any care, right? Care gives a bonus to stamina, then we'd have a bit more stamina. No, to exhaustion. Exhaustion gets reduced. And body gives a bonus to the body. And it should actually also change the stamina value at the top right, the 77, I think. Let's test it. We'll do body once and recovery once. And let's see how the 77 value changes up here. What that does to it. Body goes up, of course. 88, did you see that? That means taking care of ourselves brings our stamina back up. Good to know. We did it exactly right. Progress points. 2 more, and with those we can upgrade ourselves, guys. That's the reward for today. We can upgrade ourselves. We get money through our investments. Thank you. Next week? We spend the progress points, but where should we use them? Actually, our goal in terms of playstyle is to move towards being an attacker. Right now we have a strong server, but we actually want to become an attacker. Players who dominate the game with their offensive qualities look to win points outright. being effective both at the baseline and at the net. Steffi is a fighter, that's exactly right for her. She's supposed to become an attacker, and for that we need to unlock. We already have a high value in serving, a high one in net play and in attack. That means we still need to activate 2 skill points in net play and 2 or 3 more in attack. Net play and attack. Now let's take a look at all 6 categories for attack first. Put those down, we already have those, we already have these 2, they're blue. Good forehand, good forehand. We picked that up, put it down. We could spend here and we picked that up too. And we got this, it's also about lifting from the bottom up, that's also good for top spins. And that's a backhand stroke, general strength. Now we can do 2 more things for attack. We could go left here. Measures the player's backhand consistency. Or reflects the player's ability to slice his shots with a topspin motion. Slice, that's good for drop shots, because drop shots are played at the net. But that would also be net play up at the net, right? Let's look at the rest of the offense and what we have up at the net. We can unlock that. The speed of small movement steps also slightly affects effectiveness when attacking. They were a bit better in footwork in all areas. That means we probably have fewer attacks, unforced errors. Shots in offensive situations generally good. Timing is also good. Well, I would actually go for timing. We want to play aggressively. And yes, with backhand shots we don't score points. We're thinking about playing aggressively. I would say instead of offensive situations, we focus on good timing offensively. And the little movement steps that make us better overall, right? Do it like that. We're also built around the forehand exactly, Andreas, so this is the backhand stuff here. So you can also do top down with the forehand, but this here, that doesn't necessarily fit. You can also attack with the backhand, but we don't do that. We specialized at the front edge on the forehand. What is this here? Also offensive situations. Again, timing. We can totally perfect our timing with these 2 points. All right, let's do that. We'll do that. Let's do it again, twice for timing. Once, twice for timing. That. Final timing. Let's look at the playing style and move toward the attacker. What else do we need? Probably 2 more points. Right now we're at the attack and net play level. At the moment we're a strong server. We just push the attack again, and that also suits the strong server. And we level up the attack first, because once we've fully leveled up the attack, then we go and focus on the net play in that order. Okay? All right.